Oh well. That one felt much quicker than the last one. Oh, I get it. So it does explode like every 30 minutes. But like the first 30 minutes of the game I was in the tutorial, so it didn't. I think I get it now. Because that was much quicker than the last one. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Is our pilot ready? You're lucky I'm in a tub loop. Otherwise I'd be super dead. And you're lucky I don't have you grounded for medical reasons, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow. Eat my good luck marshmallow. And we're gonna rush to the Brittle Hollow. We are going to get into the Tower of Neato-ness. Infinite knowledge? Quantum knowledge, that's it. Let's see. Shoot, where is it? Is it you? No, you're the Adler Rock. There it is. Nyom. Excuse me, lava launcher thing. Alright. I may have gone a little too fast. This is a very short life. Eat 10 marshmallows. Eat 10 burnt marshmallows. Ouchie, that left. Right. Call that the old Challenger maneuver. Okay. There you are. Well, delightful time to join in. How goes Outer Wilds? It's pretty wild. It's pretty outer. Want to get to the Tomb of Infinite Knowledge, or the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. That's it. Slow down. Come on. Before it breaks. How did I get down there before? I saw this place. I'm trying to remember what the entrance looks like. Is this it? Not in the black hole, not in the black hole. Is this... Honestly, I don't know if this is where I'm meant to be. Frankly, I'm a little dizzy. The real wilds were the friends we made along the way. What am I looking at? The school district. The Meltwater district. The Eye Shrine district. The Black Hole Forge district. Cool. So if I jump down there, I get to the Meltwater district. I don't want to be melted. You know, I did a great job landing. Thank you. But what I don't know is where I'm supposed to be. What have I done? Black Hole Forge controls. Oh. Okay. There's so much to do on this planet alone. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Okay, yeah, but what? Where the heck am I? Tell me, scroll. Touch the space thing, then read what I just did. Hang on. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true. However, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. The greatest challenge here, I think, is that we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Okay. This is the safest path for our clan. The safest path, or the best one? Goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. The search for the eye is a futile one. We should choose the option with the least potential for harm. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. That was a lot of words. Touch the space thing and then read what I just did. You mean the Space Forge thingy? Like down here? I don't see any text to imply what I just did. I lift the forge controls. I could probably head up that way. Is there a scroll hiding around here? There's one. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to the Dark Bramble Plume. My father said many good know my perish there. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on the Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. If I remember the anglerfish fossil, we used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. What Milleray and I have learned from the fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall the president, when the vessel crashed, said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for the risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature and extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Alright. Whew, lots of words. This is very difficult with my ADHD. I've already forgotten everything I'm supposed to know. Like, this is just a mad info dump. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care, not his. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange, even though my time with him was short. I miss my old mentor deeply. To have a chance to try this is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this. Probably. But what if my excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system. I never saw Anona's warp core with my very own 3 eyes. 3 eyes? 3 eyes, yeah. I only know what he taught me. What if I had bitten off a larger portion than what I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the forge. I have my own clan. I'm not alone. Alright. Whew, lots of words, big story. After scan recap goes into the ship log. That's true. I did see the ship log getting updated many times. Alright. Oh, anyway. Moving on. So I moved stuff up there. I'm just gonna walk right up the wall. Let's see. I think I need to go even higher to make it to the forge. Can I? These aren't shiny, so I'm guessing they're broken. Unless... Aha! Maybe? Can you imagine making this game? Like, the physics alone would be terrifying. Like, this is the kind of game you look at and you're like, I wonder if I could make something like this. And then you're like, no. No, I cannot. Okay, well, that was what that was. Do I have any clever ideas? I don't think I do. Into the deep. This would be terrifying in VR? Oh, I bet it would. I guess more waypoints. I'm in the school district. Okay. This is where we'll find the children bones. How delightful. This might be less wholesome talk than other things I've said, but have you ever seen like a young child's skull? Like where their adult teeth are coming in behind their baby teeth? If you like to have nightmares, I recommend looking it up. It's really kind of cool. Ghost matter detected nearby. Selfie. I see. I wonder if these rocks are indicating the ghost matter. Which way did I come from? Which way did I go? Oh. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, but how to get out of here for real? Oh, that's disconcerting. I got a scroll. That's not the way. I think I need to get out of here before the world explodes. Just a hunch. Oh, another scroll. So many scrolls. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance, too, like Anona's warp core, which has made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long time. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Okay. Hey, can I remove this? Why should we build a new vessel? It probably wouldn't be hard to get the parts if we stopped building other new things, and if we broke down other structures like towers on Ash Twin for parts. We could even have the warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me that she plans to make a very advanced warp core from a different project. I'm sure she can connect it to the vessel for travel because Poke is smart. Might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we can make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search for the eye of the universe. I asked Yarrow, and he says we use a lot of resources on the Ash Twin project. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the very heart of the clan. It's unusual for Nomai to remain in one place for so long. Nomai are wanderers and have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck in this star system. We could even meet with other Nomai and learn from them, like Coleus says we used to do. Alright, so the Nomai are nomads. That's interesting. There was also a scroll in the storage wall behind you. You mean this one? Formation of the universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is that everything used to be very hot and dense, tightly packed together. And this universe expanded. As this universe expanded, it cooled down. Once it cooled down enough, particles were able to group together and form things like galaxies, planets, and stars. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. The universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Gonoid tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Yep. Alright. Have I read everything in the actual universe? I can't get behind here. Oop. I think that's more ghost nonsense. Neat. I don't know where I am now. Now I do. Alright, so far we've just been soaking knowledge. Just loads and loads of it. I don't know if any of it is particularly helpful, but it is what it is. Also discovered something interesting about these rocks. I could have swore I clinged to one of them. Is it because these rocks are what makes these tile floors that I can walk on? Speaking of which, this is clearly a dead end. Have I learned everything in the universe? I feel like I'm missing the sun exploding. I don't recall how I got down here. I will hear music before it explodes? Nice. Banjo, I hope. Wait for me! Oh god! My legs! 3 minutes of oxygen. That's fine. I don't need them. Whoop. Yeah, white hole. Yeah, I've read this. So, I go down here, grab this thing, say, hey, whoop, rotate the stuff. Grab this. And then eventually I can teleport to the planet. And I imagine this is something I can stick somewhere. And that's about my level of knowledge with any of this. Return to warp status charged. Step onto the warp receiver to activate the return warp. Departure time. Numbers. Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to schlep across the planet to the ship if I can't use my jetpack, so I'm leaving this here. Checked with my little scout. I do too use it. Hornfells, you burnt marshmallow. The scout's integrity reading says this piece of Brittle Hollow is as stable as any, but who knows? The fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, well, wherever you're reading this note, I'm sure you've got bigger problems. Yeah. I don't think I need to refuel that. The hanging city below. Okay, but to our friends on the Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of the Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you en route meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic. Hopefully you can locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Okay. I won't. Unless I do. In which case I have. Ember Twin Protection Stone. Remy and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from White Hole Station. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment. The result is the same every time somebody warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've told Rami, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever step onto the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident that the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update. Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. Maybe that's where we go. I don't disagree. I mean, I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all our beliefs about the nature of time. Yeah, I hope so too. If I move this here... what? Excuse me. Okay, hang on. Hello, sun. What am I watching? Music? So you're saying I can see the sun explode from here? You gonna explode, sun? What happens if the sun explodes while I'm astral projecting? Okay, so I see if I reside here in the staircase, I'm fine. Let's watch the sun explode together, shall we?